Hey, what's up, guys? This is Gag Shoko, and this is a video of my Cyberpunk 2077 graphical settings. The settings is for AMD users. The balance is perfect blend of performance and the visual fidelity of the Cyberpunk 2077. So let's get started. Um, the first settings that you had to adjust is the video settings. First is turn the VSync off, and then uh, just put the window mode in full screen mode, and at the graphics, um, please turn off the motion blur. It I don't I hated it, and I'm not gonna turn it on in every game. Not in any game. I'm not gonna turn it on. Anyway, and then lens flare on, depth field, chromatic aggregation, and film grain. These settings doesn't affect the performance of the game, so I suggest that do not turn it off because it adds up. It adds up to improving the visual fidelity of the game. And then let's go to the advanced settings. Turn contour shadows on, improve facial lighting, geometry on, anisotropy 16, local shadow mesh quality high. Um, that's just look. Just pause the video if you want to see any of my settings. By the way, I'm running this game on my Ryzen 5 3500 and RX 5700 XT, and I'm using the latest AMD driver, the 11.20.3, no 20.11.3. Yeah, there you go. And then go to the Radeon settings. Go the gaming and global graphics. This is the settings that I'm using. Radeon anti-lag off, Radeon chill enabled. I'm using this for the settings for a very long time, since like a year ago. The 144 FPS, put the 144 FPS or 60 FPS if you're using, it depends on the max refresh rate of your monitor. So if you're using 60 Hz monitor, just put 60 FPS in there, or 75 Hz, just put 75. And then the Radeon sharpening. These settings kind of rarely impacts the performance of games, and it adds up uh, so much clarity in the image of the game. So I recommend this, turning it on and just add a 20% sharpness, and then region enhancing disabled, and wait for vertical refresh. I did just turn it off, and then once you're done in here, go to the performance and tuning, and I'm using the Cyberpulse RX 5700 XT, and this is my settings. I think that this will all most of the cards that 5700 XT will work in this settings, and yeah. So there you go. GPU tuning. Turn on the GPU tuning enabled. Enable the advanced control, and then click the fine tuning controls. I set my this settings to 1999, the voltage to 1100 volts. I find it that when you increase the 1100 voltage, most of my games that I played constantly crash, especially in Red Dead Redemption 2. So yeah, since I use these settings, I never encountered auto shutdown problems on my RX 5700 XT. I I stopped, getting any error issues. So, and VRAM tuning, I just use the stock uh, frequency. I don't want to, increase it further because I kind of don't want to give the card more stress or more temperature because I'm getting already getting 95 90, 90 Celsius on the GPU junction on when GPU is just at 100%, and at the but the highest that I'm getting for the GPU current temperature is 75 degrees with these settings. If I'm gonna increase the max frequency, I'm getting like up to 82 to 85 Celsius in the GPU temperature, and it's fairly cold right now in our country, so I I expect this to get worse when the summer comes this year. So yeah, and the power tuning, please kindly put the power limit at max. So if your GPU needs to use enough power, if your GPU needs the power that it needs to perform its max capabilities, it can produce those power, or it can get those powers. So yeah, and then max fan speed, I always uses the 45 max fan speed, because if you increase it, the GPU will tend to, the GPU fan will start to kind of noisy. So yeah, I'm playing this game and at constant at the minimum of at max 100 FPS. The minimum is right around 80 FPS at the night city. So there you go, guys. I hope that I help those some of you AMD users that wants to get the perfect blend of performance to the quality of the graphics of the Cyberpunk 2077, because we all know that if you lower those settings, it's not beautiful. It's not pleasing to the eye. So it looks like a game that comes from 2007. So yeah.